Hello friends, so today we will code a simple stopwatch. So let's start without wasting any time. I have already created a directory called stopwatch, which is currently empty. We will create our C file here and start including our standard IO header and declare our main function. Okay, and what we need for a stopwatch, obviously we need a start and the end time to store. For that we need a variable call, and we will define not any kind of the integer value, and we need a different variable. This time we need a time underscore t variable, which is defined inside the time dot sorry with that h header file, and we will define a start and the end time. Okay, and what time dot h, this time dot h will store the calendar like time in the form of the integer. Okay, it will store as an integer. You can search it in your resource file. Like I am using the devdocs.io for the C references, and what we will use, we have used the time.t which exists, and it clearly mentioned that is the tab defined in time.h header file, and this is always an integral value holding the number of seconds. Okay, so we will, after that we got the start and the end, we will store in time.t, and I will explain it later why we need the time underscore t in data type for the start and the end variables. It will get more clear for that. Right now I will initialize that, press enter key to start the stopwatch, and we will get the character from the user. Okay, now we need a function called time, which is also defined inside the time.h header file, and this function will gets the calendar time, and what we need, we need to pass the start, sorry not we need to pass the argument, and argument will be a time. This function expect the time underscore t data type of variable, so that's why we have declared the time underscore t for the int and the end variables. So I will pass the start, but this will not work as expected because we have defined the start variable inside our main function, and we need to store the time inside this variable, and we are passing this as an argument to the time function. For that the time function need this time underscore t data type as an pointer. So by doing this, like what we need to do, we have to pass it by a reference here. Okay, so now the time function will know where to store this time. It will get the time and store it inside this variable. Now we can easily have the access to this start variable in our main function, and if you need it below anywhere in the code, you will get the time here, time inside this variable. Okay, and you can also search for this time function, and in the devdocs.io you can see that it's defined inside the time.h header file, and what it does, it encoded as a time t object and also stores the time t object pointed by an argument. Okay, and this time returns the current calendar time. Okay, as the important thing, it's return the calendar time as in the form of the seconds. Okay, as the number of seconds. Okay, what else we can get from this resource? Okay, think it's enough now. Now we it's the start and the stopwatch gets started, so we have to prompt the user that stopwatch started, and now we need to also prompt the user that press enter key to stop the stopwatch. Okay, and we need the get character function again. Now the start we have stored the time function store the start time inside the time variable. We need to again call the time function. Again we will pass it by the end when we need a reference, but this time we will pass the end function. So now because user have pressed the enter key, so now we need to store the end time here. Now what we need, okay, now the time gets end. Now we have the start time, end time. We need to calculate the difference between these two times. For that there is another function called I think it's called time difference or diff time. Okay, it's diff time. Diff time function, it's also defined inside the time.h header file, and computes the difference between two calendar times, as also this need time underscore t objects, as in time underscore t objects. Okay, the important thing about this different time is we need to pass the first argument will be the end time. Okay, so for that one more thing, what's the return type of this data type? This function, sorry, this function will return the double data type. Okay, so this will return a double value. So for that we need to define a double data type of variable, and we will call it elapsed time. And what we will do, we will store the elapsed underscore time equal to what's the function name, difftime, and difftime will get the end and the start arguments. Now we got the elapsed time, so we will print the function. We will show the user that elapsed time, and this elapsed time is double, so we need a 2 decimal fraction. For that we will do that, and we will pass the elapsed time here, and I think we are good to go. I got one error. What's the error here? Oh, I have passed the time. Okay, it's not the pass, it's the start. Now we are good to go. There is no error, and so let's just test this out. We will check it. We will compile our code. It's successfully compiling. Now we will execute it. Press enter key to start the stopwatch. We will start the stopwatch, and we got the prompt stopwatch started. Press enter key to stop the stopwatch. So after pressing the enter key, we will get the elapsed time, and let's press enter key. So elapsed time is 12 seconds. Okay, I think we need to mention time with the also the seconds, so user have an idea that it's in seconds. Okay, and we will test this one more time, confirm it. I will press enter key, and this time I will press enter key again. So elapsed time 3 seconds. Okay, so this is a very basic and a simple code. With that you can easily create a stopwatch, and so thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.